Hello viewers, you're welcome to another episode of our reality TV show, Talk Your Mind on PMTV. I'm Onani Beta, your host, and we have a guest for today's show who has something to tell us about the deplorable state of Ali Boba quarters at Uromi Junction, Fika South local government area of Delta State. Don't go away, we'll be back shortly. Hello sir, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
So let's meet you.
Okay. Let me start by appreciating you for having me on this program this evening. I am Dr. Uromi. I am a lecturer at the College of Education Abo, and I am the Secretary General of Abo Community, and I reside at Abuja by Uromi Junction.
Okay. We learned that erosion is affecting you people somewhere around that Uromi Junction. We would like you to throw more light on that.
Yeah, all the areas around Uromi Junction are erosion prone.
Okay. Yeah,
and because of the hilly nature of the terrain, each time it rains, with the heavy speed to wash off everything, especially the roads. Okay. So that I don't think there is any part of Abuja that is passable. You can't drive through, even it is difficult to walk around on foot, to tell you how bad it is. And at times too, even when you decide to go on motorcycle, you can't even find motorcycle around to carry you because the roads are bad. And no Okada rider would agree to go to that area. Before now, it was so bad that even the entire Uromi Junction up to the express road was bad until the state government, in their magnanimity, came around to carry out a palliative work on the road, and that is why it is passable now. That is the main Uromi Junction that leads to Abo Technical College. Then entering inside to Abo Technical College, all the areas behind Abo Technical College, up to the entire Abuja community, and then going down to the old road, the whole of that area is bad. And since I packed down to that area, none of the roads has ever been maintained.
Okay. So what effort have you people made so far collectively in reaching the state government?
Yeah, severally we have, we are making presentation on the media.
Okay.
We have written on the Car Weekly, we have written on the Camera, we have written on the Pointer. Even recently Channels TV came, interviewed people and took photographs, cried out to both the states, the federal government, the local government. No one has taken any action concerning Abuja. Though the government seems to be giving attention to other areas. But if you come to town, the Owa end, Alehami, Imobi end, you see work going on. But the areas around Abuja, you don't find anything.
So right now at the moment, in your own words, what do you actually want the state government to do about this situation?
Yeah, the fact is that at the moment, on our own, if you watch closely, you get that area, you see that some individuals, like Bright, the owner of Clem's Hotel, then my friend Austin Ibele, myself, and then one other man, Kube. All of us used to team up, collect these cement bags, load them with sand, and used to barricade the road so that when erosion comes, it will serve as a wedge, as barricade, so that keeps collecting the sand and make it a bit motorable. That's what we have been doing. At times, we buy laterite, buy hardcore if we know anywhere that maybe construction is going on, houses are being brought down. We'll go there, collect the hardcore. We used to put on the road, and that's just what I've been doing.
Okay.
Every year we keep doing it in and out to sustain the road, but still, it's not going too far.
Is it actually affecting the buildings in that area?
Yeah, if you get there, especially the UBE road, you see deep gully. That if 3 persons as tall as this, or 5 to 10 persons stand in the gully, you won't see them.
Wow.
To tell you how deep it is. And that was the gully that killed these children. And every time it rains, it collapses. You know, there's landslide. The edges keep collapsing. And each time it collapses, water will flow them away. And you see the gully widening and widening. And apart from that, you observe that most of the houses there are already threatened. Some of them, the walls are already, that's the fence, are already falling off. And some of the buildings are already caving into the gully. As I speak, my church is across that gully. I don't even, for over 5 to 10 years or thereabout, I've never driven to church. I've never driven my car to church. Anytime I need to go to church, I need to trek. And the people there used wood and this is the electric pole to build these small bridges, you know, bridge across. And because of the expansion, because of the landslide, you see the edges of this gully collapsing, and the bridge will fall inside. So if you are on top of that bridge, that Panko bridge, when it will collapse, you will easily land inside the distance. And so many people now find it difficult to go through there. Every time we keep trekking far to look for shortcuts to see how we can boycott or avoid the gully to enable us to go to church. To even ride bike itself is difficult because where are you going to ride bike? Everywhere gully, everywhere ditches and everything. It's just so bad.
That's a really bad situation at the moment. All right. So is there any other suggestion you want to make or suggest to the government in order to aid you people at this point in time?
Yeah, the government is doing very, very well in other areas. You understand? I give it to them. They are doing well, especially in tarring of roads and maybe, because at least if the government didn't have interest, they wouldn't have given us the transformers. They did well. But you have brought it. Make it work. Is what we are saying. The roads are there. You are giving attention to other areas. Give us attention too, is what we are saying. So we are appealing to government to come to our aid as quickly as possible, so that we wouldn't lose more souls. Because whenever it rains now, people living along that area are threatened. If you don't lock your children or you make the mistake of trying to walk across during the rain, you fall inside, you are gone. And there is no how, no matter how healthy or how strong you are, you can't even survive it once you fall into that drain, into that ditch. So it's a big problem.
Oh, that's really bad. And also we learned that residents in that Ale Boba quarters are having paralytic power supply. Can you also throw more light on that?
Yes, there's a very serious electricity problem over there.
Okay.
There's epileptic power supply. Apart from the power being epileptic, the transformers are not enough. Okay. Recently, the state government, in their wisdom, in their magnanimity, gave us 3 transformers. We applied to the Ministry of Power and Energy. Okay. They gave us 2, then another individual was able to procure 1 for us. All of them are lying there. We have reached out to BEDC severally to make efforts to link these transformers to the power line, the electricity line, so that we'll be getting electricity. But yet, they refuse to act on it. We've met the NEPA manager, that's BEDC manager, severally. He kept promising, and up till now, nothing has been done about it. Because while we're saying this, you see, all of these problems, by the time they accumulate, the people of that area will always face hardship. Okay. Recently, the deep gully by the Abotenega College killed 2 kids at the time when they fell into the ditch, and the thing swept them off and they died. And we thought that because so many people got information about that incident, and we thought that it will attract the attention of the government to that area. But up to now, nothing has been done.
Okay, so ever since you people have been reaching out to the government, the state government, nothing has been done.
Nothing has been done. They keep promising. We even reached out to the man representing us in the House of Assembly. He promised, but up to now, nothing. We are hoping that they will do something. We are appealing to them. Because we know that they are working in phases. It's not as if maybe time is against anybody, but we need them to act quickly, because this current administration has about 3 years to go, and by the time they get to maybe the last part of the tenure, we may not begin to talk about contract or road project or anything.
Okay.
So the earlier they do it, the better, because the people are facing hardship.
Right. So what do you think the government should do at this point in time, seeing that this whole issue is really affecting the people in that particular area?
Yeah, we expect the government to quickly intervene.
Okay.
By way of, at least if it is to select 2 major roads or 3 major roads that could connect each other, so that whichever direction you're coming from, you can easily maneuver to get out of the locality, because as it is now, everybody is locked up. If they can at least select 3 major roads, we have the UB road, we have the UB road, we also have Wilfred Oko Street, and so many other streets, either those running parallel or those running horizontal, so that they can work on them, and by the time you connect, you can always find a way out. Because we know that if we ask them to concentrate and work on all the streets in that neighborhood, they'll find it difficult.
Okay.
So we're appealing that they should give it attention, and then assist us to talk to BEDC to connect those transformers, so that they can be energized and people there will be relieved of the epileptic power supply that we face over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you very much,
Thank you so
for
much
having you in our studio.
Thank you so much for having me on the program.
Hello viewers, just like you've heard from our guest, Dr. Oyamechi Ugbo, who is a resident of Aleboba quarters at Uromi Junction axis. He has given an overview of the deplorable state of that area, of what erosion is doing there, claiming lives and destroying houses. They are appealing to the state government to come to their aid, and also improvements in power supply. Well, we hope our government attend to them as soon as possible. Thanks for watching our program. Please subscribe to PMTV Nigeria on our YouTube channel and like our Facebook page for more updates. I remain your host, Nnamdi Beta. Until next time, stay safe and bye for now.